Okay, welcome back. Today I've got the gorgeous Narelle in the studio again. Welcome back.
Thank you.
We're just setting up for a workshop this afternoon. It's a pin-up themed workshop. I've got Narelle and I've got the lovely Kelly coming in as well today. So both girls have got some cool vintage swimsuits. So I came up with the idea of creating some shadows of palm trees in the background. And I'm using the Lupo lights this afternoon to light the whole scene. I've got the Dayled 2000 and the Dayled 650. They're shining through the palm fronds and creating shadows. And I've got the two Lupo Superpanels, which are going to light the girls and are lighting us at the moment. What I'm doing though is setting the Superpanels to a color temperature of 3200. So that's going to be very, very warm. And because the Dayleds are daylight balanced, they're going to go very, very cool and blue. So I've set my color temperature on the camera to match the 3200 from the Superpanels. And I'll do a few test shots now. We'll just check that it's all working as my plan.
Might need to turn that warm up because I'm pretty pale.
I think we'll be fine. Yeah. All right, let's do some test shots. Cool. And you are coming out pretty pale. So what I think I might do is just warm the color temperature up just a little bit. So I did have it set on 3200. I might just take it to 3400, which is going to warm up Narelle's skin tone, but also just reduce the intensity of the blue on the background just a little bit. Yep, that looks better through the camera.
Already better.
Yep, that's what I was before. Yep, it's looking pretty good. It'll require a bit of tweaking in post-processing just to get it right, but just want to have a close look at the balance between these two super panels, make sure that they're all good. Yep. All right, just try horizontal. Yeah, that looks really cool.
Oh, that's cute. That one's cute.
Yep, I like it. All right, just gonna see what a full length looks like. Even though I said originally I wasn't planning on doing full length. Actually, it doesn't look too bad.
Yeah, because it's shadow there anyway.
Yeah.
It just gives it length.
Yep.
That's cool.
So we can see a bit of warmth coming through on the ground here from this light, which is sort of spilling back here, but that's okay. Again, we can fix it up a little bit in post. Just do some tighter shots. Yeah, that's nice. Cool. Excellent. Can we just do a shot sort of turned away and looking back over your shoulder, see what that looks like? I just want to see how that light comes across your back. Yeah, that's nice, beautiful. That's it, yeah, great. Awesome. All right, let's bring your parasol in and we'll see how that works. Cute. Yeah, great. That works really well. What do you reckon?
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's cool. You can see that so much, like on the parasol, all the detail.
Yep.
Very tropical resort realness.
Very much so. All right, cool. All right, so as you can see, we've got a pretty involved setup here. So pin-up themed workshop, and both the girls, Kelly and Narelle, have these gorgeous swimsuits, vintage style swimsuits. So I thought I'd create a bit of a kind of South Seas resort vibey thing and create some shadows of these palm leaves on the background. So I'm using the Lupo lights, LED lights for this setup. What is creating the shadows are the two Fresnel heads, the 2000 over the back here and the 650 up here. They're set to their wide sort of flood setting because that gives us the sharpest shadows from the palm fronds. Now they're daylight balanced. The two lights in the front here lighting me at the moment are the Lupo Superpanels, and they're a dual color panel, meaning that you can dial them in from tungsten through to daylight. And I've got them set at tungsten at the moment, which is 3,200 degrees Kelvin. So we're gonna have to set our white balance to match that. So what that's gonna do then is give us a nice cool blue background. I wanted that kind of nice cool tone to go with the shadows. So yeah, I'll get Kelly just to come and stand up here and I'll do a couple of test shots and just show you what result we're doing. I did a custom white balance on mine, but I found that it was basically identical to the 3,200 degrees Kelvin setting, so it didn't make a lot of difference there. So this is going to be our main light, so our models are going to have to kind of face into this light a little bit, otherwise I'll get some nice nose shadows there. And this one is just going to give us a little bit more sort of separation hair light here. Using the grids on these just to help direct the light and stop that warm light spilling into our background. So in terms of settings I'm using on my Fuji X-H1, I'm on 800 ISO. These LEDs here, the super panels, can go a lot brighter. I think this one's set to, it's about 80%. And that one's, I think, around 50. But I'm just trying to get the balance between the brightness on our subjects and the background. I've had to turn the power of the 2000 down because it's a lot brighter than the 650 up here to get a bit more of an even shadow brightness between the two palm fronds. So that one I think set down to around about 40%, whereas that's on 100%. So there's a big difference in the brightness between those. Ideally, it would have been great to have, you know, two of the 2000s so that they could have an equal amount of brightness, and then we could have pumped these lights up a little bit brighter as well and used a lower ISO. But we're stuck with around about that 800, and I'm on f3.6 at 160th of a second. So just, you know, when it's your turn, just have a bit of an experiment, starting with some settings around that kind of level, and then just see what sort of suits your camera best, because each sensor is a little bit different in terms of its brightness. So whoever's ready can jump up and have a little test shot. What we're going to do is shoot both girls individually. We've got a few different props. and then we'll shoot some of the two of them together. So we got some coconuts and we got a parasol and a few other things.